Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now how on a day today, my people? How on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, na Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazenam Dekano. May God bless, 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 may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands Biafra is coming. In your hands Biafra is safe. And in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. And when I say the people, I mean the men, the women, the children, the young, the old, the sick, the poor, the meek, the mild, the gentle, the civilized and uncivilized, those in the lower class, those in the upper class, and those in the middle echelon of life. We shall all come together under one voice, under one accord, under one union, under one umbrella, oh my God, and scream for Hallelujah Day, the day that the God of Biafra has made. My people, today, I want to give you a taste of the medicine of how things were before. I want to remind those naysayers how the Zoo military were operating in Biafra land before we said enough was enough. Because sometimes some people, they are so short-sighted. The Gen Z now, the generation, the so-called Generation Z, oh my God. They want things quick. They believe in microwave information. That somehow they have forgotten what was happening in that zoo called Nigeria. When back then, the Nigerian military was your worst nightmare. They called you a bloody civilian, and you dare not speak to them when they are speaking down at you or beating you up. What you're about to see today is the Zoo military showing you how they roll. For those blaming Simon Ekpa for what is happening, when we say we don't need no more military checkpoints in Biafra land. Today, I want to remind you, take you back to memory lane. And not only that, after that, I will remind those naysayers, those idiots, those supporters of Tinubu, the AFONJAs we call them, not the real Yorubas, not the real ones, the AFONJAs. I have a bone to pick with two of them that were speaking ill about my Prime Minister. At this point, if you're ready, no time to waste. Let's get to business and show those guys out there, those naysayers, how your military operates in that zoo called Nigeria. To Mr. RUFAI OSENI, you say you love your military. God bless your military. You love your police. My sister Ekpa, you say you love the police because your dad was a great police officer. May he so rest in peace. But that has somehow made you to put an umbrella, a shield over the Nigerian police, and you say you love them. RUFAI, you say you love the military. God bless your Nigeria military. They are special, you say. But this video you're about to watch is exactly what is happening in your zoo called Nigeria. How they roll. And we are saying, we the Biafrans, we will not tolerate this nonsense. This slavery, archaic ways of doing things. The military has no business in the cities. All they need to be is in their barracks or in their point of fortress where they are being posted to. They have no business hanging around the civilians. When we say no women, no kids, this dark screen you are seeing is the ordeal of a woman. Your zoo military has no respect for women. They have no respect for women. Those you call your military, those you say you love as your military, these animals, look at the faces of death, those you call your military. Today, I'll bring you down to memory lane. If you're ready, let's get there. This will just show you why we the Biafrans, we are saying no more checkpoints or whatever. No more living like barbarians. No more archaic ways of living. No more. We are saying no more to this nonsense. But today, I want to remind you, you guys, you out there, you pretenders, I want to remind you how your military, they roll in that shithole called Nigeria. If you're ready, let's get there. Listen. Listen. Let's go. Listen. Listen.
Oh, God.
Boom. Listen, listen. This man you're seeing here in this scenario, all he did was overtake a military car. And they felt offended that how can a civilian overtake their car? That's Nigerian military for you. They play the role of the overseers in the slave plantation, where during those days the slave have no right to laugh or walk in a certain way around the overseers. Those men on horses are known as the overseers. And when a slave tried to run away, the slave masters, the slave owners, they send forth the overseers with their horses, with their dogs, to go after those slaves. The overseers, they hate the slave more than the slave masters. And today, till this day, Britain brought that with them. Until this day, what you call military, those who are supposed to be protecting the territories, the boundaries of your so-called Nigeria, those who have no business in the inner lands, the inner cities, where you have the civilians, the artisans, and the rest. Because of the hatred and the slavery nature of your zoo called Nigeria, this is what you get on a daily basis. Today, I want to remind you, watch what you will see here. Some of you, you've seen this video and all you were saying is, oh, Jesus, Jesus. You were calling on Jesus. As the woman did in this video. She called on Jesus in the face of adversary. But today, I want to show you one of the pertinent reasons why we the Biafrans, we are saying we are done with Nigeria. We are done with Nigeria. I cannot go back to that zoo and live like a slave and fear for my life every minute I am driving my car in the streets. Only a good slave will not understand what it feels like to be free. A slave can never experience freedom. A good slave, for that matter. So let's take it back and watch this gentleman go through hell. Watch his ordeal in the hands of the Nigerian military. This is how they roll in Nigeria. For those out there who is saying the Biafran should remain in a criminal contraption called Nigeria, look at the way the Nigerian military, they roll. The Nigerian military, their police, their navy, their customs, they are all the same. They are all the same. This is the way they roll. If you're ready, let's go there. Listen.
Oh, God.
They punched him with the metal in his eyes. He's shouting, God, God, God. Let's continue. Listen.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.
The wife is there shouting, Jesus, Jesus, calling the blood of Jesus to come down to intercede. This is the problem. When you have physical problems, you have been trained by your priest, your so-called pastors, your prosperity pastors, to call on Jesus. In the face of adversary, something you can deal by yourself, you say no, you want to call on Jesus to leave heaven and come down to intercede for you. That's how dumb they've allowed you guys to become. You are calling on Jesus. No, we are men. We the Biafrans, we are men. And we are saying we shall fight to protect our women and children in the land of Biafra. This nonsense will never be tolerated in Biafra land. It will never be tolerated again in Biafra land. This is why we want out. We cannot live like savages. We cannot live like slaves in a contraption. There is a reason why your politicians, they have chosen not to change the behavior of your military, those in power, because they love it. That's the only way they can control you, because they see you guys as slaves. You ain't citizens, you are slaves, and good slaves for that matter. Let's continue. Listen.
Oh, Jesus! Oh! Come on! It's not feeling fine! It's not feeling fine! That's why he's dragging. I said, come down. Jesus! Jesus!
Call on Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
I just see what they did to my eye! I just see!
Watch the way they roll. They are all helpless. Boom! Big punch from behind. A man who is sick. He was punched in the eyes from behind. Look at him looking helpless. No one coming to save him. Not even Jesus will come down to save you, because things like this are not things that our Lord Jesus is there to save you from. What you need from God is to raise somebody amongst you to stop this nonsense. And in Nnamdi Kanu, we had it, but your Nigerian zoo government, they kidnapped him. Today, we have it in the name of the man known as Simon Ekpa. If you are a citizen of a country, your military will never act this way to you. Here in the Western world, even as a black man living in the land of the white man, the military, the white police, they treat you with dignity. When they see you, they are shy to even look into your face, because they are not used to being in a community with people. Their main home is their military base and their barracks. They have no business coming amongst you and doing this to you, as if you are a POW, a prisoner of war. When we tell you guys you are not free, you are not living a decent life, you guys, you pretend as if you don't know what we're talking about. You say you love the police, you love the military. RUFAI OSENI, you say you love the police, the military, until they dealt with you, and your own response was to call the governor. You vowed you were going to call the governor. Well, the chicken has come home to roost. Whenever the chicken comes home to roost, you start to speak the language of a freedom fighter. When they came for you, RUFAI, you said you were going to call the governor. You will deal with that man. You had the privilege to have access to the governor of Lagos State. And you threatened those men with the governor because you had the access to the king's house. What about the average Tom, Dick, and Harry that have no other person to call than Jesus? People like that are the ones that my leader, Simon Ekpa, is fighting for. You might not see the bigger picture right here, RUFAI OSENI, because you are in your higher horses. You've got the connection to call the governor in a time of trouble. But the average men and women like this, they have no other person to call to than God. That's the nonsense we want to change in Nigeria. That's why we are saying, with the Biafrans, it is time for us to go back to the way it was before the coming of Britain, before Britain came to colonize us. We had our own nation. We had our own government. We had our own security parastatals before Britain came and enslaved us. So we are saying we are going back to the way it was before the coming of your slave masters and your oppressors that brought this culture, this alien culture, upon your people. Imagine what this man went through. Keep on watching with me. Let me take you on this journey. Watch with me. Continue. Look at this assault of women. Even in the war front, they said no women, no kids. In the war front, the woman, the kids are out of the equation. No matter what you do, you must spare the women and the kids. But in that shithole country called Nigeria, they killed 3 million children with starvation. 3 million Biafran children were starved to death. The Nigerian government did not blink. They raped our women, killed our women. Till this day, they are still doing it. That is why your military can treat a woman this way. A woman that is helpless. See the way she's been fondled and all that stuff. My God, have mercy. I wonder. I just wonder. What you guys that love Nigeria, what do you see in this thing called Nigeria? Why do you love this zoo? For crying out loud. Very hard to tell. Very, very hard to tell. But let's continue. Listen. Blackout. Trauma. Attack. All you see was blackness. This is what the zoo does to you. This is Nigeria to you. Welcome to Nigeria. Welcome to the land of Nigeria. Nobody's coming for you for your help. No one is coming to aid you. You are on your own. You are on your own. These are going through hell. You love Nigeria. May God bless the Nigeria. As you idiots out there keep on saying.
What's happening?
There you go. There you go. There you go. These are the men. Hold it there. These are the men. But you guys can do nothing. You are still helpless. Yes, you took a picture of his name. But you can do nothing to them. Your politicians can do nothing to them. Because they send them out as rogues and criminals. So taking picture does nothing. This is them here. Take pictures. You're wasting your time. Nothing will happen. Take pictures. I want to remind you guys how things were before the coming of Simon Ekpa. When we said enough is enough. Only a coward will see danger coming and bury their head in shame to pretend as if they are not seeing it. This is Nigeria for you. You Nigerians that love Nigeria, when you are in the face of adversary, all you do is take pictures and beg God, pray to God that somebody will give you justice. God have mercy. To the Western world, this is why we want out. This is the creation of Britain. Nigeria is the Frankenstein that Britain they created. Where the military they terrorize the people. Where the military they call the civilians bloody civilians. One of the role of the military is to protect the people, to protect the territory from external invasion. But in Nigeria, the military, they are cowards when they find war or when they are facing their aggressors. The only time they show their strength or force is when they are amongst the civilians. This is what the average Biafran goes through every day. The women are not spared, the children are not spared, the men are not spared. In most cases, in the checkpoints, they stop a truck, a van, a bus, tell everyone to come out to trek for like 5 minutes. And they are checking you. If you're a woman, this idiot, these animals you're seeing here, they will be fondling your private parts, touching your breast, claiming they are looking for weapons. We've been subjugated for far too long, and we are saying enough is enough. Taking the pictures of this man means nothing to Nigeria or the Nigerian government, because they collude with the guys like this. Because you've brought strangers amongst the land. You've brought strangers amongst the people. People like this, they are not even the so-called members of the Wazobia, the Wa for the Yoruba, the Zo for Hausa, the Bia for Igbos. These are strangers. These are Fulani men that came all the way from the Futazalon and the rest of other places. Strangers that were brought into Nigeria. That's why they show no pity, no sympathy, no empathy. If you cross them, then see yourself like a dead man walking. Let's continue. Take pictures. Wasting your time. Take pictures of their names. Yeah. His name is there. Abu Bakr. With the R at the end. Abu Bakr. You're wasting your time. These things means nothing in Nigeria. They will take your life and nothing will be done to them. They are above the law because they work for the Fulani Caliphate. I want you to remember how things were. Before the man in the name of Simon Ekpa said, enough is enough. You have killed the people of Biafra enough. You've taken the lives of the youth, the children, the women of Biafra enough. At those checkpoints, we don't want them anymore. Now that you've seen this, I will now take you on a journey. Today, I will call out on the Yorubas. Not the real Yorubas that believe in the Yoruba nation and the rest of them. Not the Yorubas that believe in Chief Sunday Igboho and his spokesman, Koiki Media. No. Today, I will speak to the AFONJAs. And I will tell them to mind their business. It is time you guys mind your business. If you're ready, let's go there. Listen.
And you are telling an entrepreneur that the most important day of the week, stay home, do nothing. That is just wicked. Simon Ekpa is in Finland, far away Finland, living as they wish, doing all sorts.
Robust life, yeah.
Yes. Why the people suffering, feeling the effects of the shenanigans are here in Nigeria, in the southeast. There is insecurity always on the rise. The economy is bad. Even the government, the state government cannot effectively manage the state because of the interference of Samuel Ekpa.
Hold it there with all due respect. I want to call on the Yorubas for the last time. I am calling out on the Yorubas to please mind your business, mind your territories, and mind your own affairs. We know that, yes, you have your man as the president now. But mind you, this same man you have as the president, Tinubu said he does not believe in one Nigeria. But because of your tribalistic nature, you have keeping a blind eye. And now you are in love with a drug baron. as your president. You claim to be the most educated, but over and over again, you allow the Fulani Caliphate, those who Britain told they were born to rule, you allow them to choose the worst amongst you to become president, to lead. The worst amongst you. And you ain't even ashamed of yourself. You come with the slogan, you are the most educated. I beg to differ. Because an educated man will never behave the way you animals you behave like. Today, I'm calling upon you guys to mind your business. Don't get involved in our affairs. The same way you told us not to get involved in your Lagos election. The same way you told us not to get involved in your Yoruba elections. We are telling you not to get involved with the affairs of the Biafrans. We are not one people. We are not one nation. Our culture is different. Our way of life is different. Our territory is different. Do not get involved in the affairs of the Biafrans. You are a coward. If you choose to remain a coward, so be it. I've got no dog in your fight. Let cowards be cowards. If you choose to relinquish your land to the caliphate, so be it. I mean, you've done it before. You gave Kwara, Kogi to the caliphate. So you're giving your remaining 6 states to the cabal is not something new. You give up your culture, your tradition, your religion for the religion of the caliphate. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm speaking to the AFONJAs like this man here. There are 2 of them in this video. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Mind your business. Mind your business, because we, the Biafrans, we have never come into your affairs to do what you guys have been doing to us. When your brother, Chief Son, what's his name again? MKO Abiola, when he had a problem, we, the Biafrans, we took a brunt in it because we supported him. Mind your business. Mind your business. Let's continue.
So I think it's time we begin to re-examine things. And if we are to look at the qualities of freedom fighters, Samuel Ekpa does not take any box. You cannot be detached from the struggles of your people. You cannot be detached from the struggles of your people. Nnamdi Kanu is here in Nigeria. Samuel Ekpa is in Finland.
Hold it there. You can see how shallow this guy is thinking is. His rationale is so, oh my God. I'm even run out of word of how to, to break this guy down. He says Simon Ekpa is in Finland. Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria. The question I will ask this fool is, what is Nnamdi Kanu doing in Nigeria? And who brought him to Nigeria? The government you support? The government you are attacking Simon Ekpa for went to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu since June 2021 and brought him to Nigeria. It is 3 years and counting. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu has got no freedom. He's still being held captive. He's a prisoner of war in your shithole country called Nigeria. And here you are trying to equate Simon Ekpa with Nnamdi Kanu, to put the notion that Simon Ekpa is a coward for staying in Finland because Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria. Who brought him to Nigeria in the first place? It's your government. Who went to the house of Nnamdi Kanu to take his life, where 38 men died in the process? Your same government. So today, I'm calling out on the AFONJAs. You guys don't know what we are going through. Mind your business. Mind your territory. Go and support your brother, Chief Sunday Igboho, if you like. If not, mind your business. You have no dog in this fight. Mind your territory and mind your business. I'm saying it for the last time. To the Yorubas out there, if you have nothing good to say to support us, mind your business. Because over and over again, if the thing turns around, if we are on the other side, all we do is show you support and solidarity. When they came for Chief Sunday Igboho, all we did was to support him. They came to his house. They took the life of 2 men in his house. And the Biafrans, we showed solidarity to Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho. But every time the adversary comes to the side of the Biafrans, you guys always behave this way. Every time. You have not changed it. You have never changed it. You keep on behaving this way, supporting the caliphate. Despite those that came to steal your land at the caliphate. You know the history of AFONJA and Alimi. But still, you keep on playing these games, thinking that the caliphate, they are your friend. You are in a partnership with them. Keep on doing your partnership. We ain't stopping you. But don't come and stop us. Don't interfere in the affairs of Biafra. Because you know nothing about what is going on in the land of Biafra. Mind your business. The same way you told us to mind our business in the time of your so-called election. Mind your business. Mind your business. Let's continue. Listen.
He's disrupting the lifestyle, the daily bread of Nigerians, the daily bread of the people he says he's fighting for. How does that help? How has the seat at home persuaded the Nigerian government to even give a listening ear to his demand?
But the people appointed him as a prime minister. That's one. They trusted him to.
Who appointed
What
him?
was the process? What was the process?
Esther, you know we have had Wanzurike, Masob
Yes.
over the years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he use his own to disturb the people in the East? Did he tell them that the economy will be shut down? Why will he be hiding somewhere and be making people to go through pains? Children will not go to school. I mean, so that right is taken away from them. The woman will not go to market and go and look for means of survival for his family. Her right is taken away. The parents, the father will not go to work.
And he's saying this is a price they must pay. The most painful part was during the WAEC. It was during the WAEC. You are stealing a lifetime from these kids.
But he said something. He said there is an alternative. That's what he said. Let me read out what he said. He said there is an alternative. He explained that the sit at home is a pathway to achieving the freedom, and that it has actually succeeded in crushing the economy of Nigeria, delegitimizing the Nigerian government in Biafra land. But when it came to education, for example, he said that for education, there's going to be an alternative that will work for them. So they have to pay the price of not going to school if they have to.
He has not given any solution. He said there's going to be an alternative. What alternative?
That Monday should be excused from going to school. Is that an alternative?
It's just Mondays.
How has this? He said see that home has helped to crush the economy of Nigeria. It has helped to crush the economy of the Southeast.
Of the local people.
Of the Southeast.
You can say what you want to say. You're a foreigner to us. You are alien to us. We don't understand what you're talking about. And you are so inept and shallow to even understand the situation of the Biafrans. All I want to tell you guys is this. I'm not here to explain to you guys the reason behind sit at home, because you guys don't get it. If you don't understand the origin, there is no way you will understand the reason why we are doing it till this day. That's all I'm going to tell you guys on that situation. It is we the people that chose to sit at home. And to us, sit at home is also known as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Day. To show the Nigerian government that yes, you have the might to go all the way to Kenya to kidnap our leader Nnamdi Kanu a man on holiday, a man who went to Kenya with a British passport. But till this day, not even the British government have spoken about it. Until this day, not even our leader Nnamdi Kanu has been given justice in your Nigerian court, despite all the charges against him has been squashed. So to us, sit at home means to show your Nigerian government and Britain, because we know what Britain did. It makes no sense that till this day, somebody on holiday in faraway Kenya, your Nigerian government, your shameless Nigerian government, your kidnapping Nigerian government that you guys love, they went all the way to Kenya to kidnap him. Mind you, there was a time Biafrans used to, do their protest with flags, with a white flag. And your military will come and take the lives of people. Not even your zoo, dirty, gutter, godforsaken media will report it. Same thing happened in Lekki, I believe, your NSAS, where the so-called people that believe in Nigeria were waving the Nigerian flag. Yet your military came and took their life. But till this day, they are saying that nobody was killed. So, young man, we understand the game of Nigeria. And because our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who we voted for, he looked at the people. Something has to be done for our leader Nnamdi Kanu. And the best way to safeguard lives was not to ask for the people to come out and protest, but to stay in your house and protest. There are different ways to protest, to let the government know, the foreign invaders know that, yes, you may have the military might. When we come out, you have the barrel of the gun to take our lives for protesting. But there is a new way of doing this thing. We shall stay at home, at the comfort of our home, every Monday, to let the whole world know that Nigeria government does not have the will of the people. If you think it's easy, that since June 2021 up till November 2024 and counting, the people have been staying at home. You guys speak as if it's a 1 week stuff or 2 week stuff. It is 3 years and counting. We are staying at home because we believe in our leader Nnamdi Kanu, and we know that what they did was evil. And the best way of doing it is to safeguard the people. Make sure they're at home. Because if they go outside, as we've been seeing, your military will come with the headsmen and the rest of them, who they call the unknown gunmen. They will come take the lives of those that came outside, and they will blame it on Simon Ekpa. And your journalists will refuse to do what they have to do. One of the causes of your journalists is to carry out investigative journalism. It is alien to the journalists in Nigeria that even in Okwama, in the land of Biafra, in Okwama, where your same military went to take the lives of a whole community, for 7 weeks and counting, they barred your Nigerian media from accessing Okwama community. Not even the governor was allowed to step his foot in that community until the whole building was leveled down in that community. For 7 weeks, the children, the men, the women, the vulnerable, the sick, the poor, they were out there in the bushes, living and dying, being bitten by snakes and scorpions. Animals like you said nothing when that was happening for 7 good weeks. Oh, I get it. I know deep inside, you guys don't love us. You are pretenders. You are the devil, the deceivers. Because someone from you advised Gowon to come up with a food blockade. Someone amongst you came up with an evil, genius way to take the life of the people in a very slow process. Someone amongst your tribe told Gowon to come with a food blockade during a time of war. That even till this day, Russia and Ukraine are fighting, but you will never see the Russians say they're coming with a food blockade to stop the entry and exit of food, despite they're in a war with you, Ukraine. So we know who you guys are. You guys are worse than the devil. You are deceivers. You are deceivers. But we have gone beyond that stage, because now amongst you, we have seen the real ones. Respect to Chief Sunday Igboho for doing what he has to do. But people like you that pretend not to know the history of how Nnamdi Kanu found himself in Nigeria. You say he's in Nigeria, but he's in the DSS dungeon, and you call that him being in Nigeria as a good thing that Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria, but Simon Ekpa is somewhere in Finland hiding. Look at your language. These guys are just, they're beneath us. But let look, just for the sake of listening and learning, let us continue. Listen.
Who resides here? You see, all he's doing is wordplay. Wordplay. He's trying so much to speak like a politician. He's trying so much. All I can hear is a politician talking. He's a man hungry for power and recognition on the global
space. He's enjoying so much.
But he says that's not the point. He has always insisted that it's not the recognition or the political office or any affiliation. He has distanced himself from getting any donation or any assistance from anybody. He's just being patriotic to the south.
You don't know a man by what he says. You know a man by what he does.
He will tell us that.
It is cause and effect. Wike won't come out and tell us he's working for his pocket, but we know who Wike is. So it's just simple. When I see someone help me, it reminds me of the local politicians here in Nigeria. Because there's no difference in what they are doing and with what he's doing. Okay, since the emergence of Ekpa, what has the Southeasterners benefited from him?
Well, they say he's been protecting their territories from invasion from headsmen and a couple of extraterrestrial persons from pervading the land.
How has he done that? You see,
he has even made living in the southeast much more difficult for the southeasterners. Do you know how many checkpoints are in the southeast? As a result of insecurity that has resulted in some of these sit-at-home and these nefarious activities of all these hijackers.
Hold it there. See, that's what I'm saying. These guys, when they don't understand the history of origin of things, they should keep their mouth shut. Look at this man now, just quantifying the activities of Simon Ekpa leading to checkpoints in Biafra land. I'm so glad that just 2 weeks ago, I told you how when I was a young boy, a child in my teenage age, how my uncle lost his life in a checkpoint. We were going from Lagos to Biafra land. He was building some real estate, some hotels and the rest of them. We came in 2 vehicles. Ours was in the front, he was in the back, and during those days, you carry your money in Ghana must go bags. The car he was in, the money was there. We got to a checkpoint. They allowed us to go. That's why we gave them some bribe. Then him, when he was going, somehow they could smell money. These guys, they are into their voodoo stuff. They stopped him. He gave them some money. They refused. They said, yes, open your boots now. So he opened the boots. They saw more money and they took him out. Just last week, an Aces told you guys how in every 100 meters, there is a checkpoint. He went from Oka to Nnewi and he saw over 100 checkpoints. This has been going on for years. Way back. Because the war in Biafra has not ended. But these people now, because, they don't understand what is happening, I won't blame them. They say ignorance is something sometimes, you don't blame somebody when they're ignorant of something. But this old man here, an elderly man, just told you that the actions and inactions of Simon Ekpa has led to the checkpoints happening in Biafra land. You see, they want to blame you for the problem that has been there before, but they will put it on Simon Ekpa. They are acting as if during the time of Nnamdi Kanu, one of his complaints, one of the things he brought up, the itineraries, was the checkpoints in Biafra land. But now, no. It is something new. Blame Simon Ekpa. You've got checkpoints in Biafra land, so blame it on Simon Ekpa. That is the new game now. That will only fly when foreigners are there to tell you your story. Which is why from today, I want to call on the Yorubas to please mind your business. So far, the Hausa, they've been minding their business. The Middle Belt, when they're speaking about us, is nothing but praise. Respect to Governor Autumn when he was a governor. You saw the way he was speaking. When they come to the affairs of the Biafra, he had nothing but praise for us. I'm calling on the Yorubas to please mind your business. Mind your business. We have gone beyond this stage. You can't be playing this devil's advocate, playing, eating your cake and having it. When it comes to your zoo politics, the Igbos are no longer your friends. The Igbos, they become slaves when it comes to your politics. Yashukudi, no come out though. Yashukudi, no come out though. You, the Igbos, if you vote somebody else, we put you in the lagoon. We know other stuff. Those same people, they are now coming now to give you advice, friendly advice. Biafrans, be wise. The Biafrans, we ain't stupid though. To the Yorubas out there, the Biafrans, we are not stupid. Mind your business. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to even have this discussion with you. All I'm telling you guys now, because we have passed that stage, we know Jagaban is your brother as you claim. You have chosen to take a foreigner as your brother. So be it. But please mind your business. At this point, I would like to speak to my brother Koiki Media to please make a video on this. Remind the AFONJAs to please mind their business. We have crossed the Rubicon. These things now, we don't want to hear them speak this way. We don't want to see them speak this way because we want to handle our affairs the right way. Till this day, the actions of Awolowo has still not been forgiven by most of the Biafrans. Why? Because he didn't mind his business. He didn't mind his business. So we are telling the Yorubas, mind your business. If you want to remain in Nigeria, so be it, fine. Enjoy your Nigeria, but allow us to live peacefully. Mind your business. Mind your business. You don't know what is happening in the land of Biafra. You don't have a clue. Most of you don't even have businesses in Biafra land. Talking of homes. If you can show me 5 Yoruba men that have homes, real estates, hotels in Biafra land, show me them and I'll quit this movement. I'll quit. Just 5. We know the game you guys are playing, which is why we are saying mind your business. Mind your business. Because we know the games you guys are playing. Mind your business. Let's continue.
That the insecurity is being implemented by those who are supposedly offering the security. For example, they collect stuff. Sometimes they actually give arms to some of these unknown persons to perpetuate mayhem. And at the end of the day, they attribute it to BUGM or they attribute it to IPOB or the whatever.
All of this substantiated with evidence. Now, I've seen on Twitter some time ago that on Mondays, that they are supposed to observe the sit at home. Anyone who goes out are assaulted.
Yes.
Who is assaulting these people? Are they not agents of Ekpa? So are you telling me that you are fighting for me, yet you are assaulting me, violating me for trying to get my daily bread? Does that even make sense?
This fool just asked for the evidence and suddenly he made a point, a notion, and now he's saying, are they not those people of Ekpa? Oh God. This is the problem. We have passed this stage. You guys should mind your business. That's my advice. That's my advice. So mind your business. So we have no business with Tinubu. Carry your jagaban and go. We don't have any business, no bone to pick with Tinubu. Because we know the real enemy. We know the real bully in the classroom. And with all due respect, it is not the Yorubas. It is not Jagaban. I have no problem with Jagaban because I know he is not my real enemy. Those things he's just doing are just bullshit. We know the real enemy, which is why we are telling you guys to mind your business. As we leave Nigeria, JJ, make una mind on a business. So mind una business. Mind una business. Because now, when things begin to happen now we begin blame us. Mind una business now. I'm saying it. Let's continue.
Has denounced this seat at home severally. That is not part of it. So I wonder why some people who believe in Nnamdi Kanu will not be taking, begin to take ideas of believing this refrat who is somewhere hiding. And then, destabilizing their economy.
He's hiding.
They believe the Southeasterners actually want to fight for their freedom and their struggle to liberate themselves. Let them be focused on one of these persons. Are they for Nnamdi Kanu or are they for Ekpa, Simon Ekpa?
You're a madman. God. You see, these guys don't understand what is going on. You understand? Because you can see their level of, education on this is very, very low. They don't know what is happening. Perhaps they don't even know that the guy you are saying, oh, choose from Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria. Who brought him there? How did he find himself in Nigeria? Make una mind in our business. You guys don't know what is happening. Mind your business. I know deep inside you are a bit scared. Say, the bully in the classroom has been fighting this boy and this boy is fighting back. But if this boy should leave this classroom, the bully will turn around and pick on us. So let's find a way to allow this boy to remain in the classroom. We know the game. We know you guys, you are scared of the caliphate. Just some few months back, you signed an MOU in Oyo State with Mietiala. God have mercy. You signed a memorandum of understanding with Mietiala for them to come with their cow to come and chop the grass of Yoruba land. I keep asking this question. Is the grass in the Yoruba land sweeter than the grass in the north? Is the grass in Yoruba land have more juice? For the cow, when they chew it, they get some more juice, some sweet juice than the grass in the north? Is the grass in Yoruba land more crunchier? It has more crunch to it. Oh my God. As the cows of the Fulani, they chew them, it they sweet them, it they sweet them. It they give them more vitamin C. You guys signed an MOU for Mietiala to come to your land. You see, deep inside, I understand, man past man. When I was young, my best friend then, when we were playing for football, when somebody wants to beat him, I'll be the one to step in to help him. You see, Olamide, that's his name. Because I know deep inside, he wasn't that strong. So when people want to beat him for a football game, I will step in and beat the person we want to beat him. Not because I don't want to see him fight, but I know his strength. I know his capability. I know he's a peaceful guy. So because of that, when somebody wants to beat Olamide, I will not step in and take that fight for that person. Sometimes, if I'm looking somewhere else, I've not seen the fight, about to happen. Next thing, I will hear my name from a far distance. And when I look, the person that is calling me is Olamide. I will leave what I'm doing. I will rush down there. Whoever wants to fight him, I will fight the person. And in most cases, God willing, I was whipping those guys' asses. So I understand, say by nature, some of you are peaceful guys. You assume that, signing an MOU, the Fulani, they love us now. Okay, we have chosen your Islamic way of life. Some of you now, you have chosen the Islamic way of life. Fine. It stemmed down from Alimi and Afonja. That Islam thing came from that place. Fine, no problem. But till this day, they are still coming for your land. So we are not your problem, but I understand, say, in most cases, you want us to be there with you because now they fight the bully, the cabal for the classroom. In the case of that Zuko Nigeria, it is the Igbo man, the Biafra man that can stand and say, no, we don't believe in Buhari, we don't believe in this, we don't believe in that. And when they are fighting you guys, we step in and fight for you guys as well. As a child, I remembered also Abiola. Also Abiola. It means the race for Abiola. When they were coming to buy the Yorubas, the Biafrans had to run as well. Because some of our leaders then, they also took mouth for owner stuff. And we know, say, the bully will always use psychology to attack us more. So some of us, our parents had to run from Lagos and the rest of them back to the east. It was called also Abiola. Whenever you guys have your problem with the caliphate, we the Biafrans, we step in to support you guys, to show solidarity. We have never come out to attack you guys for defending yourselves. But whenever the Biafrans are defending ourselves over and over and over again, you guys come and you scold us, you attack us, you pretend not to know the problem, you side with the government, you support the caliphate. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. Obasanjo was on death row, point of death. They are about to buy him when Abacha died in order to appease the South, in order to bring peace in Nigeria. The caliphate, they chose Obasanjo to step in, but he had to go through a man called Ekpa, the founder of PDP, the pioneer of PDP back then. Ekpa understanding, seeing the bigger picture. Oh my God, Bill, we the Biafrans, we are too much. Ekpa seeing the bigger picture. He stepped down because he knew if he had competed with Obasanjo, who just came from prison, he would have won, and there will still be tension, there will still be turmoil, because they will say, okay, you took the best of us. MKO was the real winner of the June 12 election, but you took him off us, and now you have done this game. Suddenly now, power has moved to the east. There will still be turmoil, but Ekpa took the high road. He didn't say, Emi Lokan. No, he didn't say that. But in your own case, your own brother came out and said, Emi Lokan, at the time. Think about that. Think about that. We the Biafrans, we have always been supportive to you guys. But I know deep inside you are scared of the caliphate. You've entered different partnership with the caliphate. Awolowo could have been killed by Gowon during that time, because when he was released from Calabar, Ojukwu released Awolowo from Calabar. On his way to Lagos, at the airport in Lagos, Gowon came and told Awolowo, how come you were released from Calabar by Ojukwu? Why didn't they kill you? See? Awolowo had to do what he had to do then. That's why he said, go on, calm down. Why would they kill me? But listen, come. Why are you feeding them now? There is a war going on and you are feeding them. All the soldiers in the Igbo land, in the eastern region, they are looking so fresh. They are looking well kept. They are healthy. There is food everywhere. Barricade the food. Once you barricade the food, they will be hungry. Once they get hungry, they will step down. They will drop their guns and they will beg for food. Stop all the food going to the eastern region. That's one man doing something to save his life. I understand. If he had said something else, they wouldn't trust him. They will assume there's a partnership between Awolowo and Ojukwu. So he had to say what he had to say, but he saved his neck, but he threw a region under the bus. He gave Jack the idea of a food blockade. So to allow history not to repeat itself, we've taken this time to forgive you guys. Not all of us. Some of us have forgiven you guys because we have now seen the real Yorubas amongst you. I say all that to say this: mind your business. Because if the shoes is on the other foot, we always support you guys. Throughout history, we've always supported you guys. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Let's continue.
I would believe that the man who is here, who have even made promises that if I'm released, all this insecurity in the South, he said it will end within some minutes. Let them begin to think of how to carry the toga of such man to the highest level. Now, not this refrat hiding somewhere.
Release him now. He said it in your court now, but you're still holding him now. Kanu said, release me. In fact, if I'm out of here within 1 minute, I will solve the problem. But the caliphate said no. Because they are assuming that Nnamdi Kanu is the end all and be all of Biafra. The emergence of Simon Ekpa, I mean, it blew them off their foot, man. They never saw it coming. That's why they're angry, my people. These people, these cowards, they never saw the coming of Simon Ekpa. That was why they did what they had to do. They bribed everybody, even Britain. Say, Britain, please keep a blind eye on this man. We know he went to Kenya with your British passport. But please, we have to kidnap him more. If not, your so-called Royal Niger Company will be dissolved. Because this guy has the power to break up this country. So please, Britain, keep a blind eye. I beg. Don't get involved. And Britain has done it. Britain kept to themselves. A citizen kidnapped for 3 years. Britain has not spoken about it. Think about that. So this fool now is saying, oh, Kanu is in Nigeria. And he said something in court. He said it in court. Have your zoo government released him? The answer is no. So why are you telling us to now somehow justify your Nigerian government or vindicate them that, oh, in court, Kanu said something? He was living in Kenya by himself when your Nigerian government went to kidnap him and brought him to Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria because of what your Nigerian government did, your caliphate. Those that you love. Okay, don't worry. When we leave Nigeria, we go to watch Una like a movie. This is your best chance to support your brother, Chief Sunday Igboho. Fight at the same time to liberate yourself. Because if you keep on playing this game, thinking that, oh, let us blame the Igbos, the caliphate, they will love us. Blame the Igbos, the caliphates, they will be our friends, you know. Blame the Igbo, blame the Igbo. You keep on playing this game. We go to watch Una like TV show. When one after the other, the caliphate, they will take over all your states, take over your land. Their emirs will be everywhere. In fact, they are already everywhere. The emirs are already everywhere. You see, that's why you guys have to be careful the way you do things. The Seriki is already all over Yoruba land. Oh, it is coming. This is the last window you have to free yourself. But you say, no, let me blame the Igbos who have taken the bulls by the horn. You say, no, let us blame the Igbos so that somehow the cabal will love us. Let's continue, my people. Continue.
Throwing tantrums and throwing stones into destabilizing the Southeasterners.
And I don't even believe Samuel Ekpa has the legitimacy.
Okay.
He does not have Samuel Ekpa does not have the legitimate support of the Southeasterners.
How do you know?
Thank you. I'm someone who...
Hold the fool up there. So he's just saying that Simon doesn't have the limit. But so far, we've done our voting and over 50 million has voted. You see, that's what I'm saying. These guys don't understand what they're saying. A coward will always remain a coward. I'm being careful here to differentiate the AFONJAs from the real Yorubas. I'm being very, very careful and meticulous in my approach. Oyibo. To make sure, say, I differentiate from the AFONJAs and the real Yorubas, because it's like a friendly fire. I have to be careful. But somehow, I expect those that believe in Oduduwa, those that believe in Yoruba nation to come out and scold people like this, warn them to leave the Biafrans alone. Leave them alone. You also say you want your Yoruba nation. How will you feel if the Igbos or the Biafrans are stopping you guys from having your Yoruba nation? Whenever you say you want your Yoruba nation, all we do is praise you guys. Say, carry on. Kudos. Now you have come. Now you're speaking our language. That's all we've been doing for you guys. We've always supported you guys. Whenever you say you want your Yoruba nation, the Biafrans has always supporting you guys. Chief Doctor Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, is a champion to the Biafrans. I love him so much because he's doing a good job. He's a real man. He's real. And I pray that he will help his people to gain that free freedom. But to the Yoruba, so you have to have an internal purge. They call it a purge, where one day those that believe or those that have the DNA of AFONJA, you may have to purge them out of your system. Because your own problem is, say, some don't lean towards the caliphate. Some don't lean towards the caliphate. But in the case of the Biafrans, we are lucky to an extent that it's only the politicians that are leaning towards the caliphate. Although they are clever, they are only doing it for a position. But they know deep inside, it is Biafra we want. But in your own case, some are taking the religion of the caliphate. That one is a bit dangerous. To take the way of life of the caliphate, it's a bit dangerous. The religion of the caliphate. The emirs, they are littered all across the Yoruba land now. The Serikis, they are littered all across the villages of the Yoruba land. It's a bit dangerous. You are signing MOU, partnership, with the cabal. It's a bit dangerous because now you have given them one leg into Yoruba land. So in your own case, for your freedom, the first thing you have to do is to purge yourself of the AFONJA blood. The spirit of AFONJA is still alive. So you guys have to, separate the chaff from the wheat. I digress. Let's continue.
I do.
So, are you on X? You need to go on X. Yeah, there are supporters.
Yes. There are people.
Okay.
Let's say there are sections of the society that support him, and there's also sections that do not support him.
Okay.
It's a percentage.
Yes.
It's percentage.
Not everybody.
But when you speak of Nnamdi Kalu, they speak with one voice. But when it comes to Samuel Ekpa, it's a house divided against itself. So that is where you know who is who. It is Samuel Ekpa got his popularity from videos, internet videos. Just creative content.
So you don't
oh my God!
That he's sincerely working on behalf of
sincere.
the Southeast.
He's not sincere.
You think there is something underhand at play?
Definitely.
Despite the evidences that
he is not sincere, he said. With the conviction, he's not sincere. This is why I'm saying that I beg, make that the mind on our business. Make that the mind in our business, because we don't pass that stage now to discuss this or not. We don't pass that stage. Make una mind on our business. In the next 2 weeks, we shall all assemble in Finland. After the convention, no more time for talk. Hence, I'm begging you guys, don't make the same mistake that your leaders did some years ago. Do not make the same mistake. As a child, I was telling my parents that I've read the story of Jesus, how the people, they chose Barnabas over Jesus. When Pontius Pilate said, I present to you Barnabas and Jesus. Barnabas is a criminal. Barnabas is a kidnapper. Barnabas is a headsman. Barnabas, they kill people. He they steal, he they loot, he they rape, he they steal from your land and all those stuff. But Jesus, he's just this guy who is like a drunkard, who is saying, he's the king of the Jews. That was the only sin of Jesus. He's a nobody, you know. He's just a small guy, you know, who is intoxicated. He was saying he's the king of the Jews. I present to you these two guys. Choose one to be set free on this Jubilee night. He was surprised. The people chose Barnabas over Jesus. I used to tell my parents that, oh, that was so cruel of them. If it was me, if I was there 2,000 years ago, I would have chosen Jesus. That's what I said during those days. As a child, I was probably like 6 years old. When I read that passage, I tell my parents, if I was there 2,000 years ago, I would have chosen Jesus over Barnabas. And my parents will tell me, I understand what you're saying, but one day, people even till today, they are being faced with the same condition and they choose wrongly. So there is no proof that if you were there 2,000 years ago, you would have done the right thing, because during that time, they saw Jesus as the problem. Don't mind you, Jesus was coming to liberate them, but because the Pharisees may have bribed them, the way they bribe those that go for their election, they give you 5,000 and you vote the wrong person. So those who voted for Jesus to be crucified 2,000 years ago, the condition may have been similar to what you are seeing now. Ondo did the election, you saw what happened, landslide, APC won everything. Barnabas over Jesus. So these guys, I'm telling them now, you saw what happened during the Biafran war. We put the blame, one of the blames on the hands, on the shoulders of Awolowo. So today we are saying, do not get involved. Don't make the same mistake that was made in the 60s. Hence, we are saying, mind your business. Wash your hands off the case of the Biafrans. Mind your business. As easy as that. But these guys, they are still here saying stuff. They are saying stuff. Let's continue. Listen.
Actually post on X, you see him post a lot of evidence as to the activities of what he's been able to do.
I don't see
What
any
has he done?
evidence.
Well, he said he has provided security
He said,
on several occasions. That is why at least people can go home and feel safe
even with
sometimes.
those number of checkpoints in the southeast.
The checkpoints
Yes.
have been there way before now, you know.
I mean,
Now,
the insecurity,
it has
unknown gunmen and this activity of CCN and unknown
That's
gunmen has
increased.
increased it. And you see what happened, what is going on. Look at the one that just happened in Abia, a couple of days ago, where the soldiers have been. I mean, you see, I saw the villagers. You know, the village is deserted. They've all
they
run
ran
out of
away
because they are afraid of reprisal attack from the Nigerian army. I mean, he is there. Does he face such threats? Does he face it?
Can he even try that there? Can he try that?
I think the Southeasterners should find a way to do away with this young man who does not really know what it means for people
It's
to fight for
causing
freedom and be
civil
liberated.
unrest. Civil unrest.
Wow.
All right. Like I already apologized to you earlier, our phone is completely down, like completely down. So I would implore you to actually send us a message.
Hold it there, my people. I said, hold it there. For those who have ears, let them hear. You see, I've only come out to today to turn the mirror back to your face for you guys to see the reflection. You saw the military, what they were doing, how they roll. That is their regular trademark. Fefela told you, them bring sorrow, tears, and blood, them regular trademark. Everybody run. Everybody scatter. Some people lost some breath. Someone nearly die. Someone just die. Police, they come. Army, they come. Confusion everywhere. Yeah. He said it back then. It's still happening. The military has just changed. And they have come to Biafra land with their checkpoint, trying to enslave us in our own land. And we are saying never again, because we are going for our freedom. For the fact we are going for our freedom, and you have the Nigerian military having checkpoints in Biafra land, then there is bound to be clash now. Because we are going for our freedom, it means we don't want to see anything like a military checkpoint in Biafra land, because soon and very soon, the whole Biafra land will be controlled by the Biafrans. So Nigerian military being in Biafra land will become foreign military encroaching upon the land of Biafra. That's how it is. And now you've seen these two guys here. They don't know what they are talking. They don't understand what is going on. They are praising Nnamdi Kanu that he's in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is a coward for staying in Finland. They forgot what brought Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. Or they assume being in Nigeria means you're great, despite he's in the hands of his enemies. He's a captive. He's been in the custody of the DSS. But somehow these guys have convinced themselves that they have to praise Nnamdi Kanu for being in Nigeria while Simon Ekpa is in Finland. For those that have ears, let them hear. We're in the 11th hour. All eyes on the rising sun. That was the assignment given to us by Simon Ekpa. All eyes must remain focused on the rising sun. Allow the media to do what they are doing. Let them do their interviews. But all I want to say to the Yorubas, mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I just want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, your brother, the Biafran, Superstars Media. God bless you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.